From the dawn of humanity, we have gazed up at the heavens in awe and wonder. The sky, a vast canvas upon which clouds paint their fleeting masterpieces. It is a source of life-giving rain, but also of fearsome storms. Armed with science, we are venturing into uncharted territory, attempting to control the very forces that govern our weather. This is the audacious endeavor of cloud seeding, promising to alleviate droughts and suppress hailstorms. However, like all powerful tools, cloud seeding is a double-edged sword. It raises profound questions about our right to interfere with the natural world. Are we ready to conduct this delicate dance with the clouds, or are we risking unforeseen consequences? Imagine a cloud as a giant sponge saturated with water vapor. For rain to fall, these tiny water droplets need to coalesce around microscopic particles in the air, forming larger and heavier drops that can eventually overcome the cloud's updraft and fall to the ground. This is where cloud seeding comes into play. By introducing artificial seeds into clouds, we can encourage the formation of raindrops and potentially enhance precipitation. The most common seeding agent is silver iodide, a chemical compound with a crystalline structure similar to that of ice. When dispersed into clouds that are cold enough, silver iodide particles act as nuclei for ice crystal formation. These ice crystals grow larger, collide with water droplets, and eventually fall as rain or snow. Another method involves using hygroscopic flares, which release salts that attract water vapor. These salts dissolve in the cloud droplets, making them larger and more likely to fall as rain. While the basic principles are relatively straightforward, the actual process of cloud seeding is complex and fraught with uncertainties. The atmosphere is a chaotic system, and even small changes in initial conditions can lead to vastly different outcomes. The United Arab Emirates, a nation synonymous with scorching deserts and relentless sunshine, is at the forefront of cloud seeding research and implementation. Facing acute water scarcity, the UAE has invested heavily in cloud seeding programs to bolster its dwindling water resources. Dubai, the glittering metropolis known for its opulence and ambition, serves as a striking example of the UAE's pursuit of artificial rainfall. With annual precipitation averaging a meager 4 inches, Dubai relies heavily on desalination plants to meet its water demands. However, desalination is an energy-intensive and expensive process. Cloud seeding, if successful, could provide a more sustainable and cost-effective way to supplement Dubai's water supply. The UAE's cloud seeding program involves a fleet of specially equipped aircraft that release silver iodide flares into promising cloud formations. The goal is to enhance rainfall over the country's catchment areas, replenishing aquifers and boosting water reserves. The dream of controlling the weather is not new. Throughout history, humans have attempted to influence the skies through rituals, prayers, and various rudimentary techniques. One early example is the practice of rainmaking, prevalent in many ancient cultures. These rituals often involved drumming, dancing, and animal sacrifices, all aimed at appeasing the gods and bringing forth much-needed rain. While these early attempts were based on superstition rather than scientific understanding, they highlight our enduring fascination with controlling the forces of nature. In the 20th century, with the advent of modern science and technology, our ambitions to manipulate the weather took on a new dimension. Cloud seeding, first explored in the 1940s, emerged as a potential tool for enhancing rainfall, suppressing hail, and even mitigating the destructive power of hurricanes. However, these early experiments also revealed the unintended consequences that can arise from tampering with complex natural systems. Section 5, Project Stormfury, Taming the Hurricane's Wrath. One of the most ambitious and controversial weather control programs in history was Project Stormfury, a joint effort by the United States government and several universities to weaken hurricanes. From the 1960s to the 1980s, Project Stormfury scientists conducted experiments involving seeding hurricanes with silver iodide. Their hypothesis was that by promoting the formation of ice crystals in the hurricane's eye wall, they could disrupt the storm's structure and reduce its wind speeds. During the project's lifespan, several hurricanes were seeded, and some showed temporary reductions in wind speed. However, the results were inconclusive, and scientists were unable to definitively prove that the observed changes were due to the seeding or natural fluctuations in the hurricane's intensity. Moreover, Project Stormfury faced ethical and legal challenges. Critics argued that tampering with hurricanes, even with the intention of weakening them, could have unpredictable and potentially dangerous consequences. Concerns were raised about liability if a seeded hurricane were to change course or intensify after seeding. Ultimately, Project Stormfury was discontinued in the 1980s, leaving behind a legacy of scientific uncertainty and ethical debate. Section 6. The Butterfly Effect: Unforeseen Consequences in a Chaotic System. The atmosphere is a complex system, governed by countless variables and feedback loops. Small changes can have ripple effects, leading to unpredictable consequences. This is known as the butterfly effect, coined by Edward Lorenz. Lorenz used the metaphor of a butterfly flapping its wings in Brazil, causing a tornado in Texas. The butterfly effect has profound implications for weather control. Seeding clouds in one location may influence weather patterns far away. Section 7. A question of ethics: playing God with the skies. Cloud seeding and weather control raise profound ethical questions. Do we have the right to interfere with natural processes, even with good intentions? Some argue we must use all tools to alleviate suffering, including cloud seeding. Others caution against hubris, warning of unforeseen consequences. Who decides when and where weather control is used? Section 8. The slippery slope from drought relief to weaponization. Another ethical concern surrounding weather control is the potential for its misuse. While cloud seeding is currently being explored for peaceful purposes like drought relief and hail suppression, the same technology could potentially be weaponized. The idea of using weather as a weapon is not new. During the Vietnam War, the United States military conducted a classified program called Operation Popeye, which involved cloud seeding over the Ho Chi Minh Trail, in an attempt to disrupt enemy supply lines by increasing rainfall and making the trail muddy and impassable. While Operation Popeye's effectiveness remains debated, it highlights the potential for weather control to be used for military purposes. In the wrong hands, cloud seeding and other weather modification technologies could be used to cause droughts, floods, or even trigger extreme events like hurricanes with devastating consequences for civilian populations. The potential for weaponization adds another layer of complexity to the ethical debate surrounding weather control. It underscores the need for international cooperation and regulation to prevent the misuse of this technology and ensure that it is used responsibly and ethically. Section 9. Weighing the scales: benefits and risks of weather control. As we have seen, cloud seeding and other forms of weather control offer both tantalizing possibilities and profound risks. The potential benefits are undeniable: increased rainfall in drought-stricken areas, reduced damage from hailstorms, and even the possibility of mitigating the destructive power of hurricanes. However, these potential benefits must be weighed against the risks' unintended consequences. Due to the chaotic nature of the atmosphere, ethical concerns about interfering with natural processes, and the potential for weaponization, the decision of whether or not to pursue weather control is not one to be taken lightly. It requires careful consideration of the scientific evidence, the ethical implications, and the potential for both positive and negative outcomes. Section 10. Conclusion: a call for caution in the face of uncertainty. As we stand on the cusp of a new era of technological advancement, our ability to manipulate the natural world continues to grow at an unprecedented pace. Cloud seeding and other forms of weather control are a testament to our ingenuity and our desire to shape the world around us. However, with great power comes great responsibility. As we venture into the uncharted territory of weather control, we must proceed with caution, humility, and a deep respect for the delicate balance of nature. Further research is crucial to improve our understanding of the atmosphere and the potential consequences of our interventions. Open and transparent dialogue is essential to address the ethical dilemmas and ensure that any decisions about weather control are made with the input of all stakeholders. The future of weather control remains uncertain. It is a path fraught with both promise and peril. But by embracing a spirit of cautious exploration, ethical responsibility, and international cooperation, we can navigate this complex landscape and strive for a future where our relationship with the skies is one of harmony and respect.